Welcome back to the OTC Med Safety Program video tutorial series. It's me again, Mel. This video will go over Lesson 3, Medicine Measuring Tools, Storage, and Disposal. As we did in the last two videos, please visit scholastic.com/OTCMedSafety and print the Lesson 3 materials so you can follow along. Pause this video now so you can get your materials ready, and then we'll dive in. Welcome back. Let's begin by quickly reviewing some pro tips. Keep in mind that fear tactics have been proven to not be effective. We want to inform students of the facts, not scare them with how bad the consequences could be. Studies have shown that scare tactics entice some students to try the very behavior you are warning against. Hold a debrief session after you teach each lesson to review how it went. Ask yourselves, what went well? What could be improved? Ask your adult advisor or the teacher for feedback on your presentation. Visit the Scholastic website and download the printable outline of the lesson plan and review the materials list. Don't wait until the last minute to gather your props. Brainstorm ways for how you will make this lesson fun and engaging. Consider bringing incentives like candy for students who are most engaged. But don't forget to ask the teacher beforehand if this is okay. Rehearse every lesson before going into the classroom. This will build your confidence and ensure you are comfortable with the content you are delivering. Now, let's go over the objectives of Lesson 3. Identify information found in dosing instructions on drug facts labels, including when, how, and how often to take the medicine. Explain the importance of reading and understanding dosing information. Understand why using proper dosing tools is important. Discuss possible consequences of not following dosing instructions. Describe what makes a location safe or unsafe for medicine storage. Identify potential consequences of unsafe medicine storage. Brainstorm ways students can talk to family members about safe medicine storage and safe disposal. Let's take a look at the lesson plan. This plan is created to fit a 40-minute class period, so make sure you've scheduled enough time so you're not rushing. This lesson has additional props such as pediatric medicine bottle filled with colored water, dosing device that came with pediatric medicine, adult medicine bottle filled with different colored water, dosing device that came with adult medicine, kitchen spoons of different sizes. For safety reasons, it's important that medicine bottles and medicine cartons that you bring into the classroom are emptied of all medicine. Gather all the materials so you can practice how you will use them during the lesson. Remember, before every lesson in the OTC Medicine Safety Program, remind the students that they should never take medicine without the supervision of a parent or trusted adult. You can do this in a number of creative ways, including the call and response technique. You ask, when do we ask a parent or guardian before taking medication? Every time, all the time. Begin with a class discussion about the importance of using the right tools when measuring different things. Ask students, if I wanted to measure how far it is from the school to my house, would I use a ruler? Why or why not? What are some different ways that people make mistakes when measuring things out? Encourage students to think about why accurate measurements are important. Ask, when is it okay to get less accurate measurements or even to estimate? When is it important to get really accurate measurements? Why? Be attentive to the students' answers by using active listening skills such as nodding, affirming their responses, repeating their answers back to them, or even asking what other students might think about that, if possible, to use students' names. Finally, ask students to think back to Lesson 2, Reading and Understanding the Drug Facts label. Ask, do you remember which section of the label talks about how much medicine to take? Discuss the different information contained in the directions section of the Drug Facts label, including the amount of medicine to take, how often to take the medicine, and how to take it. If you think it's appropriate, display the classroom poster of the Drug Facts label. Explain that students are going to learn why reading and understanding dosing instructions are important, and why medicines should always be measured using the proper dosing devices under adult supervision. The next section of this lesson involves a measuring activity that requires props. Show the students the different medicine bottles filled with colored water and the different measuring devices. Read the dosing information for the pediatric medicine. Then measure out the correct dose using the dosing devices that are not meant for the pediatric medicine. Reflect on the results. Next, measure out the dose using the correct dosing devices. Repeat the activity with adult medicine, but try to measure it out with devices that are too small for the correct dose. Reiterate the potential dangers of using the wrong devices and why using the correct one is important. Show students a medicine bottle that recommends a dose of 2 teaspoons of medicine. Then, take out a handful of different sized household spoons, the kind that students might find in their drawers at home. Measure out 2 spoonfuls of the medicine into any of the spoons, pouring the measured liquid into a dosing cup that has an accurate measurement for 2 teaspoons. Discuss the discrepancy with the class, emphasizing the importance of using accurate measurements. After you've completed the discussion, hand out Student Worksheet 3. It can either be done individually or with you leading the class and working through each example. Talk about how measuring doses incorrectly, for example, measuring out tablespoons instead of teaspoons, can cause an overdose or an underdose. Connect this discussion with a brief introduction to safe storage, which, when ignored, may lead to accidental ingestion and medicine poisoning. Accidental ingestion is when someone, usually a child, gets into medicine by accident. Ask students to name locations where medicines are stored in their households. To make it interactive, you can have them write down their answers on sticky notes and come up to place them on the board. Or ask someone to volunteer to write all of the answers for you. Common answers may include the kitchen cabinet, bathroom cabinets, or parents' or trusted adults' bedrooms. As the students answer, ask for specifics. Are the medicines in drawers or cabinets or on the countertop? Are the medicines easy for young children to see or reach? Get students thinking about how easy it is for young children in the house to find them. Explain that medicines need to be kept out of reach and sight of their naturally curious younger brothers or sisters, or even visitors to their home. Now is also a good time to remind them again that they should never take medicine without the supervision of a parent or trusted adult. If using a whiteboard, you can visit upandaway.org to learn more, and as a class, watch the Safe Kids video and discuss the key messages. Distribute Student Worksheet 5. Explain to students that they are looking at the inside of a home, and it is their job to identify the medicine storage errors that could lead to accidental medicine poisoning. Ask students how their families get rid of unused medicine. Common answers may include putting the medicine in the trash or flushing the medicine. Explain to students that just as safe storage is important for keeping medicines away from people who shouldn't have them, safe disposal is also important. Before throwing away OTC medicines, mix them with an unappealing substance like kitty litter or coffee grounds and place them in a closed container, such as a sealed plastic bag. The Food and Drug Administration, or FDA, has additional guidelines for certain prescription medicine, like disposal by flushing or using the National Take Back Initiative. Your coalition probably participates in National Take Back Days, so you can share this information with the students. Also, tell them the Poison Control Center can answer any questions they have about how to dispose of medicines. Remind them that the phone number is 1-800-222-1222, and the website is poisonhelp.org. Ask questions like, why do you think that the FDA has these guidelines for safe disposal of medicines? What could happen if a medicine is not disposed of properly? After the students have completed their worksheets, continue the discussion. What did you learn about safe storage? Is there anything from today's discussion that might be important to mention at home? An optional addition at the end of the class is to provide a lesson extension that the students can complete before the next class. Ask students to create a tool or advertisement to help remember how to have a medicine-safe home. Some possibilities include an idea for an app that can help families remember all of the ways to make a home medicine safe. Research for the app idea may involve connecting with a local pharmacist or nurse, or an expert from an organization similar to Safe Kids. A jingle for the Poison Control Center's purpose and phone number and website. A mnemonic device to remember the directions for safe medicine storage and disposal. A survey to distribute to families to determine how medicine safe their home is. After you've discussed safe storage of OTC medicines, as well as the importance of reading and understanding dosing information, explain that you'll be moving on to misuse in Lesson 4. Send home the Family Newsletter resource available in the Families section at scholastic.com/OTCMedSafety/parents so students may continue the conversation at home. Encourage students to discuss what they have learned about the Poison Help number, to post the number in a visible place in their homes, and to get family members to save the number in their mobile phones. Remember to end the class by congratulating them on working hard on this lesson. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. There is one last video in this series. Hope to see you there!